Definitely, it does relate to the size of the organization as well, because if they don't have the capacity to do it, then they're not going to be able to grow. And so a robust advisory board is necessary, where you've got a governance structure in place. You make sure you've got all your policy procedures in place. You make sure your I's are dotted, your T's are crossed. All the accreditations that are required for you to have, basically, some government compliance that you need for GDPR. Everything, all of those things need to be in place. So you have to have the ability to actually scale and have the ability for that level of training that is required as well to turn yourself from a medium enterprise, turn yourself from a small enterprise into a medium-sized enterprise. A lot of organizations struggle with that jump, and that's why capacity accelerators are very important, and part of the reason why Safety Box plugged into that. I mean, I've been on lots of different accelerators and different things, and the reason why I did Hatch was, again, to be incubated again for growth, because it's all about scaling. You always should learn. No matter how high you get, it's always important to continue your learning. We're international in the space of doing youth interventions. How we are looking at scaling, we now are transitioning our programs into an app. And so within this app, we've got our curriculum, one of our flagship programs, the Aspire Higher program. You can see it. I'm wearing the top, Aspire Higher. And this is one of our flagship programs that I co-wrote, in fact, with an ex-offender that utilizes to get himself out of prison as well, and to get himself into the realm of business. The man by the name of Christopher Cyrus, and we co-wrote this program together. It's one of our flagship programs, in fact, and we've put all of the course material, including videos that where we're teaching individuals, virtually, into an app, and you have the ability then to actually track a course through the app. And so by doing it this way, we have the ability to get it into the hands of more young people, and to ensure we support organizations that oftentimes do not have the finance to fund the amount of caseloads that they're dealing with. So you might have a local authority that's got 40 young people, but they can only afford to pay for 10.
Right, yeah.
Now, through this app, you'll be able to then have that, as well as through our licensing model, in terms of teaching other organizations, other youth organizations, our theory of change, which will enable them to then run our curriculum elsewhere, not requiring me to have, a workforce of 1,000 people to deliver it, but simply a theory of change that is more cost effective, because we're putting everything into an app. We're not having to go to Scotland to deliver it. They can actually plug in on the app, and then supporting other organizations with frontline youth workers by utilizing a licensing model, which means that just in the same way you've got a Norton antivirus or a Microsoft license that you're using on subscription that you're paying every single month, it means that we don't necessarily have to do the work, because they're using our material, meaning that we can scale our material without having to do the work. And that is now passive income for the organization, meaning that we don't have to do the work, but we're earning the money directly from the input of our theory of change that is working through the app, as well as through the training of other professionals that can then utilize our material to change mindsets of young people for the better.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it's about getting the information out there. We're in the technology age. So yeah, why not? Why shouldn't you be using technology? So organizations will be licensing, but you said young people also have the apps on their phones. So will they have to pay for the app?
What will happen is the local authorities will have to pay for the app. So they'll have referrals that they'll put on, let's say, a knife crime prevention order. The young people that are not allowed to come to a group intervention because of gang issues. For example, there might be the borough. Let's say you got the north part of the borough and the south part of the borough. The north part of the borough is fighting with the south part of the borough. Both of them are with youth justice. Both of them have been caught with knives. Both of them have come out of prison. Both of them from conflicting areas cannot come together for a group intervention. Mm-hmm. They can't even go because of their license restrictions. They can't even travel to the youth justice. They can't even travel to probation. Do you know why? They're crossing boroughs of gang members and the risk level's too high. And so the court has actually given them license restrictions. They can't go to this area, can't travel for this area. What's perfect? An app. Do it from their house. And so what happened then is it means that local authorities can buy the license for, let's say, 40 different codes on the app. Mm-hmm. And that's 40 different courses that they bought. And through those 40 courses, they can now distribute it to all of their high risk offenders that can't come for a group intervention.
Right. Okay.
And they're saving money. They're saving money.
Yeah.
They're saving money. And in a recession, that's a good look.
Yeah, no, definitely. Of course it is.